Snap-on parks a truck outside your shop every week selling an American-made promise. But the Blue Point box on that same truck is Chinese-sourced 20-gauge steel, sitting beside a 14-gauge American KRL. Same badge, same salesman, same weekly payment that can lock you in for a decade. 3 U.S. manufacturers never flinched on domestic production, and most mechanics have never heard their names. A Snap-on truck pulls up each week, but what rolls down the ramp isn't always what buyers expect. Independent franchise dealers operate these trucks, loading both the flagship KRL cabinets, built in Iowa from thick 14-gauge steel, and the Blue Point boxes, imported from China or Taiwan, made of much lighter 20-gauge metal. Both sit under the same Snap-on logo, both are pitched with the same confidence, and both come with the same payment plan that can stretch for years. Yet, the country of origin is rarely discussed, and the difference in build is hidden behind a shared badge. That's how the sales pitch blurs the line between American-made durability and global sourcing, turning a trusted brand into a guessing game for the buyer. Inside the world of tool storage, the box itself is the only honest witness. Snap-on's KRL series, built in Iowa, sets the standard for what a professional cabinet should be. 14-gauge steel, double-walled, powder-coated, and engineered for abuse. That steel, measuring roughly 0.075 inches thick, shrugs off dropped wrenches and heavy loads. Mechanics who have measured the walls with a micrometer consistently hit that number. Real heft, the kind that resists flex and holds its shape after years of slamming drawers. Compare that to the Blue Point cabinets, sourced from factories in China and Taiwan, where the steel drops to 20-gauge, about 0.036 inches thick. That is less than half the thickness of the KRL. On the shop floor, the difference is not theoretical. A Blue Point side panel will flex under hand pressure. A bump from a rolling jack or a stray impact gun leaves a visible dent. Mechanics who load up a Blue Point with sockets and pry bars quickly notice drawers that sag, rails that misalign, and a box that rattles when rolled. Mobility tells its own story. The KRL rides on heavy welded casters, each rated for up to 1,500 pounds, with a solid steel hub and ball-bearing race. These wheels are built to glide across cracked concrete, loaded with gear, without a hint of wobble. Blue Point's imported line cuts corners here too, with lightweight bolt-on casters rated for about 1,200 pounds total. Forum users and shop veterans alike call them flimsy. Under real-world loads, the imported casters wobble, squeak, and sometimes fail. When a cabinet full of tools can weigh half a ton, that is not a small problem. It is a risk to both the investment and the mechanic's safety. The finish is where the illusion of quality can fool even a careful eye. KRL cabinets wear a multi-coat powder finish, baked on, hard as glass and proven to resist scratches, chips, and corrosion. Powder coat is not just for looks. It is a shield against spilled brake fluid, flying metal chips, and the daily grind of a working shop. Blue Point boxes, by contrast, are sprayed with acrylic enamel. The result is a glossy surface that looks sharp on day one, but chips easily and offers little protection once the shop gets busy. Independent scratch tests show powder-coated KRL finishes outlasting acrylic by a factor of 3 to 4 in simulated shop conditions. After a year, a Blue Point box is often marked by bare metal and rust at every corner. For the buyer, these construction shortcuts are not just technical details. They translate directly into service life, resale value, and daily frustration. A KRL box holds its shape, its drawers stay true, and its finish endures. The Blue Point, despite carrying the Snap-on badge and selling on the same truck, is built to a price, one that saves the company money but costs the mechanic in repairs, lost tools, and early replacement. The badge may be the same, but under the skin, there is no comparison. Snap-on power tools and accessories now arrive in boxes stamped with the phrase, "Designed in the USA, made in China." That wording is perfectly legal, but it walks a fine line between transparency and confusion. To most buyers, the Snap-on badge still means American-made, yet the country of manufacture is quietly listed in small print on the packaging, and it is rarely mentioned by the dealer. The difference between design and production slips past in a blur of marketing language, leaving the reality buried on the label. Even outside the tool truck, Snap-on branded gear appears in big box stores and warehouse clubs, including select Costco pilot programs. The badge travels further than the factory ever did. For the working mechanic, the Snap-on name is no longer a guarantee of origin. It is a brand system that sells American reputation on global goods, with the details left for the fine print. A full Snap-on shop setup can top $40,000, sometimes $45,000 before a wrench even turns. Almost nobody pays that in cash. Instead, the truck dealer pitches a weekly payment plan, wrapping the cost in a number that sounds manageable. $180, $250, maybe $350 a week. For many mechanics, that is more than a car note, but the promise is clear. No money down, easy approval, and the badge they trust. The deal stretches out for 5, 7, even 10 years. By the end, a mechanic may have made over 500 payments with thousands of dollars in interest layered on top of the sticker price. Snap-on Credit, the company's captive finance arm, turns a tool chest into a long-term debt. The arrangement is simple on paper. Snap-on holds a lien on the cabinet or the entire shop's worth of tools. Miss a payment and the risk is not just a late fee. Repossession can mean a shop grinds to a halt. Mechanics who fall behind find their credit dinged, their tools locked up, and their budgets squeezed by interest rates that run well above a standard bank loan. A 10-week interest-free promo might lure buyers in, but after that the rate jumps, often into the double digits. Bank of America flagged this system in a recent analyst note, downgrading Snap-on's tools segment and warning of rising customer delinquencies. The risk is not theoretical. As more mechanics struggle to keep up with payments, Snap-on's own bottom line starts to wobble. The cost of chasing late payments, handling repossessions, and writing off bad debt gets passed back to the buyer, either through higher prices or tougher loan terms. For the working mechanic, the Snap-on truck is both a lifeline and a trap. The badge opens doors, but the payment plan can close them just as quickly. What starts as a convenience, weekly payments with no cash up front, can quietly turn into years of financial pressure, with the true price of a toolbox hidden in the fine print of a loan contract. Kennedy Manufacturing offers a different path, one that does not rely on a franchise truck or a weekly payment plan. Every Kennedy cabinet is welded in Van Wert, Ohio, using 14-gauge American steel, and the company stands behind its work with a lifetime warranty that covers materials and workmanship. Since Cornwell Quality Tools acquired Kennedy in 2016, the brand has doubled down on its United States roots, keeping all production domestic and giving buyers the option to order direct from the factory or request custom builds for specialized needs. For mechanics tired of guessing what is behind the badge, Kennedy represents a clear, documented alternative. American-made, built for the long haul, and free from the fine print of dealer financing. Lyon LLC stands apart as the industrial-grade alternative, built for environments where failure isn't an option. In Aurora, Illinois, Lyon's all-welded steel cabinets roll off the line with a shelf capacity rated to 1,450 pounds, numbers that aren't just marketing but verified in government procurement catalogs. Lyon's approval by the General Services Administration means these cabinets meet strict federal standards, making them a fixture in NASA facilities and military depots across the country. This is storage designed for institutional buyers who demand documented performance, not just a brand story. For anyone willing to think like a procurement officer, the difference is clear. Lyon delivers American-made, contract-grade durability with a paper trail to prove it. Stanley Vidmar stands as proof that American-made, industrial-grade storage isn't just for aerospace labs and government contractors. It can be found on the used market for a fraction of the price of a new Snap-on box. Vidmar cabinets built in the US are engineered for the demands of precision manufacturing with modular designs and double-wall 14-gauge construction. These units show up in surplus listings from MSC Direct and Surplus Record at prices often 30% below what a new Snap-on KRL commands. Unlike the truck-based sales pitch, there's no dealer markup, no weekly finance contract, and no hidden interest. For buyers, the path is clear. Verify the country of origin on the data plate. Compare the total dollars paid, including any finance charges, and refuse any payment plan that balloons the real cost. Industrial durability doesn't require a badge or a truck. It just takes a sharper eye and a willingness to skip the sales script. Right now, Snap-on's 14-gauge American cabinets and Chinese 20-gauge Blue Point boxes roll off the same truck, both sold at premium prices and both fueling multi-year debt. As delinquencies climb and alternatives like Kennedy, Lyon, and Stanley Vidmar stand overlooked, the cost of brand trust keeps rising. Demand transparency.